Hello Scorpio, welcome to your mid-August, mid-September love reading. This is Psychic Medium Eric bringing you guys your mid-August through mid-September love reading. This is a love reading only. Like I said, I do general readings at the end of the month, so I decided to separate the love readings from the general readings. I figure for me it works better that way. Like I said, I want to thank you to all my viewers out there. I really appreciate you tuning into my videos and like I said, leave me feedback. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I can improve. Just leave me feedback and comments. I'll answer them right away. If you want a private reading, email me at fasseric76@gmail.com, and we could schedule a private reading where you can get your own private reading, and we could look into what's going on in your life. Like I said, I look forward to helping you. I look forward, if you just want to view my videos, go right ahead. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you take something out of them. Like I said, this has been a thrill and a pleasure to be doing this, and I feel I just, like I said, it's been a joy and a thrill. It brings me a lot of pleasure to help people out there, and hopefully it gives you some clarity into your own situations. Like I said, just be sure you watch your moon and rising signs to make sure if this reading does not resonate with you, you might resonate with another sign. Like I said, I'm releasing all the signs mid-August through mid-September love reading, so be sure you look for yours. Alright, to find out what your moon and rising signs are. Okay, there's a Scorpio, the water sign. Alright, so Scorpios, I will be using 3 tarot decks like I always do. So you got this is one of my favorite new decks, the Holy Grail Tarot by John Matthews. My aunt gave me this deck. It's it's an excellent deck. I love it to death. And trust me, you'll be seeing a lot more of it during my videos. So, and I got the Archangel Oracle cards, which I use all the time. Another one of my favorite decks, and I'm using the John Holland Heart Tarot, which gives me more into love and relationships. And honestly, I just pulled out another card, so I'm going to be bringing that up to with your love and relationships. Okay, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, we're starting in your now position. So what you got in the now position, you got the Lady of Swords, or in regular tarot, but be the Queen of Swords. You've got the Courage card, and you got the Control card. Okay, what this tells me is, you guys, if you're in a relationship right now with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you could be having problems with them now. They could be emotionally shut off. I'm getting some of them could be emotional. Or you can be dealing with a person with an that has an air sign in their moon and rising signs. Alright, and it's kind of frustrating you right now, because I feel like you're very frustrated right now. You're trying to control your emotions. But you also, if you're having a problem and you're in a relationship right now, have the courage to speak up and say, hey, listen, what's going on here? Have courage to say, address the problem, because some people can, but not, because the water signs don't have any problem expressing their emotion. But just as a Scorpio, just be careful how you express your emotions, because as a Scorpio, your sign is a Scorpion. Sometimes your words can literally sting and hurt. So if you're dealing with someone who's emotionally shut off, talk to them. Have the courage to say, hey, listen, what's going on there? And use control. Don't force it, or just don't force it, or just be careful. Just watch what you say, I'm getting. And while I was just doing this just popped out of nowhere, the healing process. So if your partner's going through a lot, just like I said, just if you feel like your partner shut off, just like I did, just forgive it. Just if they have to go through a healing process, just let them go through the healing process. Now, if you're single Scorpios, who are having, what it's telling me is some are having trouble finding relationships. So if you're a Scorpio having trouble finding relationships, with the Queen of Swords, some of you could be emotionally hurt in the past, I'm getting. So have the courage and control to get past that. Some of you have to get past hurt. Okay? Or just be careful you're not doing the hurting because you were hurt in the past. and you might come across a new partner if you're single, you know what, who might be a little, have, you know, I want to say have their quirks, or, you know, you could be entering into a new relationship, and this partner seems a bit cold and distant, and you can't figure it out why. But like I said, if you have to, you know, try to help them get through, because the worst time you can do that. If you're single, like I said, you're looking, also have the courage and control to go after a relationship too. Because Queen, like I said, Lady of Swords are very logical. So if you're single, like I said, right now just exercise control, because you guys could have been hurt, and some of you Scorpios could have been hurt, and now you're almost like in looking for a new relationship. You're almost in battle mode right now, and sometimes you might not have a lot of patience with people. That's what I'm getting. You might not have a lot of patience, especially if you're single and you've been hurt. Like I said, the healing process. Forgive whatever happened in the past and move on. It's telling you to move on because you got calmer waters ahead too. So, like I said, if you're single, and you ended a relationship, just be careful about what you say to people. You know what? Don't judge people too harshly if you're looking for a relationship. Don't be so harsh, all right? Have the courage to know what you want, but also accept that not everybody is the same as you. Sometimes this is also about accepting people. You know, some people have their quirks. Some people you might be going to a relationship, they might be shut down, or you might be shut down. Just, like I said, control your emotions. This is what this tells me. Control your emotions if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're just starting a relationship, and it seems like, you know, just like I said, be careful with your words. That's what I'm getting for singles. Be careful with your words. And if you're in a relationship and it's going a little, and things are not going well, just be careful with your words. So that's for singles and people who are in a relationship now with Scorpios. Okay, so what you got coming up at the end of the month is the Nine of Swords. Well, in this case, yeah, Nine of Swords. Okay. Outdoors and clarity and belief, which would be Ace of Swords in the regular tarot deck. So what this tells me is at the end of August is that, you know what, if you're in a relationship and things aren't going, you know what, just go outside, take a trip. You might be the relationship might be under a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. It could, like I said, it could be money causing an anxiety. It could be caused by, I'm just getting a lot of you have partners that are shut off. Something is shutting them off. It could be finances. It could be work. It could be work related. It could be, oh jeez, family issues, or outside the family issues like in-laws I'm getting. So if you feel like if there's so much stress and anxiety in your relationships right now, take time to go outside. Go on a trip. Ace of Swords means you have very good clarity, and if you feel that you and your partner need to take a trip or something outdoors, or a nature walk, just to get away from the problems for a little while, I would say do so. Okay, that's for couples. Now, if you're single and you're looking for somebody, what's the best? Sometimes you have to go out and find somebody. You know what? You know what you want. You know what you need. Sometimes take that risk and go outdoors. You know what? Do an event. Go an outdoor event, a trip, or if you could take a trip, because sometimes this healing process, even in the regular tarot deck, this is Six of Swords. So some of you singles might be taking a trip to find somebody. But the Nine of Swords also, I mean, don't fear. If you've had a single and you've had pain in the past, don't carry that around anymore. Release the anxiety. You will find somebody. Trust me, you will. Okay, yeah, like I said, so if you're a Scorpio now and you're single and you're carrying around the fear and anxiety, just go out. You never know. You'll find somebody. Sometimes for singles, you just have to get out there. Like my aunt always says, put yourself out there and you'll find something. But just drop the anxiety, especially if you're a single person coming out of a very, very, coming out of a bad relationship. It also could, for singles, you could be coming out of a bad relationship. That's why you have to have the courage and control. You know what? Because it can shut you down if you've been through a hard time. If you're singles and you're carrying around some of that anxiety from a relationship that hasn't worked. But just go outdoors. You never know. You will find somebody for singles. All right, like I said, if you're in a committed relationship and the anxiety is pounding up, just go outdoors, take a trip, step away from it. Use your clarity of thought to work through this. All right, because there are calmer waters ahead. And if you have to forgive your past to move on for singles, do so. Release anything that's negative. Okay. Now, what's coming up for you in September is the Magdalena. Well, in a regular tarot deck, this would be the High Priestess, Moon Cycles, and Joy and Stability. So if you are a couple, all right, what the moon cycles mean, all right, so as a water sign, we are controlled by the moon. So we got to be careful about that, because always as a water sign, pay attention to what moon cycles are, because it can affect your moods. Because I know as a water sign like me, a Cancer, sometimes the moon phases I've actually noticed that they can actually affect your mood. So take note of that, what the moon phases are. And also, if you're going into a full moon, release. Full moon is about healing and releasing. So if you have any anxiety, okay, this is for singles and couples, release it. Any anxiety, just release it and heal it. All right, a new moon is for manifestation. So if you're going into a new moon, that'll help you manifest and use your intuition and your caring and nurturing, because you also got the Joy and Stability card. So if you're a couple going through a lot of anxiety, you know what? Like I said, take some time out. Take a trip. Work on your... This is also about foundation building. So it could be, you know, maybe taking that time out will help you bring you some joy and stability. Like I said, if you got any anxiety around you as couples, you know what? Just take a step out. Go outside. Take a trip. And it will definitely lead to joy and stability. Same thing with singles, because same thing. You've got joy and new relationships coming in, but when you have the moon phase, it's just like I said, as a water sign, watch the moon phases. So if you're in a full moon phase, release whatever you're holding on to. If it's a bad relationship, release it. So at a new moon, you can, you know, manifest a new relationship. And like a lot of you will be finding it by just stepping outdoors. Who knows? You'll find somebody in the grocery market. You know what? Just get out there. And you will find a beginning relationship or the start of a romance, okay? Like I said, if you're Scorpio and single and you're holding on to pain, release it. All right? It's not going to bring you anything new. With the full moon, just release anything that's holding you back. With a new moon, work on what you want to manifest and use your intuition. All right? You guys are, as a water sign, we are very intuitive. And you will find your joy and stability. Okay, like I said, just control. Even if you've been hurt, singles, before, just be careful about watch what you say when you're coming across new people, okay? You don't want to come off as cold. You don't want to come off as cold, okay? Because like I said, if a Scorpio gets hurt, like I said, their words can sting. So just be careful, just be wary about that. Okay, like for couples, you know, just like I said, if you get around a lot of stress and anxiety, it looks like, just take a time out, take a trip. Get your joy and stability back, all right? And like I said, so basically for singles who are looking, I feel like if you're singles and looking, you're going through a lot of, you know, you're coming into mid-August through mid-September with a lot of pain, just release it. If it's a bad relationship, if you're coming out of a bad relationship and you're going into, and you're looking for another one, basically what they're telling you is to go outdoors. You know what? Go outdoors. You know, sometimes you have to take a trip, step away. You never know what you find when you go out there. And with the healing process or the Six of Swords in the tarot deck, you guys could be taking a trip to actually, you know, gather your sense. You know, maybe to walk away from the bad situation. Like I said, as a Scorpio, just be careful about what you say, though, especially if you've been hurt before. When you're coming across new people, don't judge people so harshly, too. Careful with your words. All right, and if you're a couple going through a hard time right now, looks like it's gonna get a whole lot better. Like I said, if you're under a lot of stress with the Nine of Swords, just, you know, step out of the situation, take a trip, go outdoors. Like I said, use your clarity of belief to basically, you know, to find a way to help your situation. But whatever with situations with singles or with couples, you guys are in a healing process. So your relationships could be healing. You could be healing as a single, and then you will find somebody, is because you'll basically, like I said, just step outdoors, put yourself out in the world, and you'll never know what you find. Have the courage and the control if you're single to do so. And if you're in a couple having trouble, just do the same thing. Careful about what you say and have the courage to express if there's something wrong, but do it in a manner where no one will get hurt. Okay, well that's your Scorpio mid-August to mid-September reading. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will continue to release videos. Just keep watching. Keep watching. If you want to get your own private reading, do so. Thank you for viewing, and thank you.